I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So this is everything I eat in a week following my meal plan, which is in a previous video which I'll link above, and I follow the Slimming World plan. So today is Saturday and I'm just preparing my breakfast. You probably hear in the background that the microwave just pinged. I'm going to have a breakfast here. It's more like a brunch, and then we're off out into actual Doncaster because the boys are going to watch Doncaster Rovers v Bradford, I think, today. I'm going to stop at the in-laws with Grace while the boys are at football, and then we're having our evening meal at the in-laws. So there won't be any footage of what I eat on an evening. Actually, I'll bring my camera so you can see exactly what I eat today, but there's no food planned at home. So I'll spin you around and show you what we're having for my brunch. I fancy something different today, something warming because the weather is a bit chilly today. So this is a Pitter Pocket, the Warburton's ones, which have a healthy extra B. I bought these ages ago when they were on offer for about 10p in Heron, because the sell by date needed to be used that day. So all I've done is just put them in the freezer. So I've got one of them is a healthy extra B. I've got a 2-egg scrambled egg, which is sin free. I've got a small can of baked beans, which is also sin free, and then at the bottom I've got a tablespoon of the Branwell's tomato ketchup, reduced sugar and salt, and then with that I'm having a black coffee with 2 sweeteners in it. So Saturday breakfast, can't wait to dive in. Happy Sunday. So yesterday I forgot to take my camera to the in-laws. We had burgers, open burgers, so I had it on top of some lettuce, gherkins, cherry tomatoes and some cheese, which was a healthy extra A, and then I had it with Slimming World chips with some garlic and herb sauce for 2 sins, and the burgers were Aldi's skinny burgers, I think they're 1 sin each. So that was my dinner yesterday. Today is Sunday, like I said. I'm all ready to take Max to football. Before we go, I've just prepped our evening meal. So our evening meal tonight is slow cooker roast chicken. So I'll spin you around and show you what I've done. So in here I've got just over 120 mils of chicken stock. I've made it up with 2 stock cubes just to give it extra chicken flavour. And then I've got the chicken, which I've fry-lighted with butter and then sprinkled on some chip spice, which is completely sin free. And then I'm going to pop the lid on and forget about it between 6 and 8 hours. And breakfast today is fruity wheats apricot, 45 grams of these is a healthy extra B. Then I've got 80 mils of semi-skimmed milk, and then I've got some blueberries, which are speed food, and blackberries, which are either speed or free. I'll put it on the screen correct. Then I've got 2.5 sins worth of the caramel drizzle on top, and I can't wait to dive into this to start my Sunday. Hopefully this fills me up whilst I'm watching Max play football. So this is my Sunday roast. So I've got the slow cooker chicken, which is completely sin free. I've got some of the tin roast potatoes, which I've just done in fry-light butter, with this chip spice on top, which are completely sin free. Then I've got 45 grams of stuffing, which is 2.5 sins. I've got 2 frozen Yorkshire puddings, which are 2 sins each. I've got some speedy green beans, and then I've got 1.5 sins worth of chicken gravy. So I just want to say that chicken, it cost me £2.37. It's fed 3 of us for a Sunday lunch, and this is the remainder chicken from the carcass, which I've just shredded, and that is so much chicken from £2.37, and it's done 2. It's going to do 2 meals. So we've had 1 today, and this is for tomorrow, and this is the remainder. Once you do it in the slow cooker, it just comes apart so easily, so you can really shred the chicken off the bone. And yeah, so this is what I'll be using for tomorrow's evening meal. Happy Monday. So before I show you my breakfast, I'm just prepping my evening meal. So I'll spin you around and show you what I'm doing. So I'm doing leftover, like burritos kind of style. So I've got my leftover chicken here. I've got 2 celery stalks, which I cut up last night and put them in here so I don't have to faff or anything. The rice, now normally I just make rice the day before and then fridge it, and I thought, and as I was looking in my cupboard, I came across this, which is the special mixed pepper rice from Aldi. This is 2 sins, so I'm just using that instead. I've got 450 mils of chicken stock made up with 2 chicken stock cubes just to add the extra flavorness to it. onions, peppers, and basically I'm just going to add all that to my slow cooker. So that's everything in my slow cooker. It's on low now between 6 and 8 hours, and the sauce thickens up, and it just honestly is absolutely gorgeous. One way to use leftover chicken. I will be serving them in mini wraps. If you've got a healthy extra B, you could make them a healthy extra B wrap, but I don't mind using 4.5 sins on this. I've got a bit of guacamole to put on it, and then some sour cream as well, and then we will be making some wedges to go with it. So I'll see you later on when this is done, but before that I'm going to get my breakfast done. Here is my breakfast: 45 grams of apricot wheat from Aldi, which is a B choice, 90 mils of milk, which is a class as a healthy extra A allowance. Then I've got some blueberries and blackberries, which are speed, and 2.5 sins worth of caramel drizzle on top. And this is what I'm taking to work with me. I've got one of the meat-free chick and curry and rice. These are 79p from Heron. They are 1.5 sins for that. Then I've got a banana, which is free food, an apple, which is speed food, and then I've got some, I don't know if you can see them, but just down there is some lemon green tea. So that's everything I'm taking for work. So this is it when it's out of the slow cooker. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this is, I had a massive bowl full of this, I've dished it out already, but honestly it is gorgeous. I highly recommend this recipe. It's so quick and so simple, and I can't wait to have this for leftovers as well. So this is my evening meal. So I've got a salad, which is our speed food, Slimming World friendly chips, which I've done, cut up the potato and put on some chip spice, which are completely sin free. Then I've got a 4.5 sin worth of a wrap. I've got the chicken burrito, which I'm going to class as 1 sin because I use those mixed peppers, which I'm really over sinning. Then it's got a sin's worth of guacamole, and it's got 1.5 sins worth of sour cream on top. So that is my evening meal. Happy Tuesday. So I'm off work today. The children are off as well because of the teacher strikes. So it's a bit later on now, and this is going to be like a brunch. So I've got a healthy extra A Warburton's pita pockets. These were on offer. I got them for like cheapest chips, I think they're like 10p, and I've just put them in the freezer, and then I just take one out when I fancy one. So that's a healthy extra B. Then I've got a tablespoon of the Bramwell's lighter reduced sugar and salt ketchup, and then I've got a 2-egg scramble on top. So this is my evening tea. I've got a large speedy salad, 5 sins worth of garlic bread, and then I've got spaghetti and meatballs. I've got 4 meatballs, so 3 of these are 1/2 sin, so I'm casting an extra 1/2 sin just for an extra 1. And then I've got the meatball sauce, which is, I can't remember how many sins it is. It's quite low in sins for what it is. And then spaghetti is free, and then I've got 30 grams of cheese on top. So it's Wednesday, and before I go to group, I am just making salsa chicken. So basically in here I have got some chicken thigh fillets, which are all sin free. Then I've just added 2 jars of the Aldi mild salsa dip. So a tablespoon of this is 1/2 sin. I'll sin it accordingly when it's all plated up. So this is going to go on low for 7 hours. Then after that you'll be able to shred the chicken inside. We're going to serve it with some rice and green beans. I've got some wraps left over from a previous night, so they're going to have it in wraps. I might actually have it in a wrap with some salad. I'll show you when it's all plated up a bit later on. So today is Wednesday. I'm still in pyjamas. It's very, very early in the morning. I don't have breakfast on a Wednesday because obviously I'm going to group to get weighed. Wish me luck. You'd have already seen my weighing update to see how it went. So yeah, the next thing I eat will be for my lunch, unless I go out for breakfast with the Slimming World girls. I think it's today, today it's 1st March, first of every month we try and get out. So yeah, I'll see you when I next eat. So the salsa chicken has been in now for 7 hours. So what I've just done is added some cooked rice. I added 150 grams worth of rice to this. The rice has already been cooked, and I've added it to it so it makes it thicker, so it makes it more like a burrito mix kind of thing, so I can put it in wraps. If you didn't want it like that and you wanted to serve it with rice, it's a bit more a runnier consistency if you don't add the rice. But if you just add the rice for the last hour, it just thickens it up, so it's just a nice like a burrito mixture. So tonight's tea is salsa chicken, and I've made it into a burrito. So I've got a speedy salad here, I've got some Slimming World friendly chips, then I've got a 4.5 sin mini wrap, which was left over from the night before. Then I've got extra salad in here as well. I've got the chicken salsa, which is, I'm classing 2 sins for my portion, because obviously it's 2 jars of salsa. And then I have got some sour cream, which is 2 sins for a tablespoon. Then I've got 30 grams of cheese, which is a healthy extra A. And that is my evening meal. And honestly, I've tasted this and it's one of my favourites, and I had it for ages and it is gorgeous. And I've got leftovers as well, which I'll be having tomorrow, and I can't wait for them. So whilst Grace was in dancing, I popped into Sainsbury's and I got myself a sweet potato, which I've just halved. It's absolutely huge, this, and it only cost me 35p, which I thought was amazing. So all I've done is scored it, fry lighted it, and put some chip spice on it and put it in the oven while I had all the bits in the oven for whilst Grace's tea was cooking. And it's just gorgeous, so sweet this is going to be. So what I'm doing is prepping my lunch for tomorrow. So I'm going to have a sweet potato, and then I'm going to top it with the leftovers of the salsa chicken, and then I've already grated some cheese tomorrow already, which is the leftovers. And yeah, so I'm going to pop this all in the fridge so it's all ready for me tomorrow. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of the sour cream, which is 2 sins, and then I've got the salad left over from the salad bag, and it's just going to be a quick, fulfilling lunch, and all the work is done for me. Happy Thursday. So today's breakfast is 45 grams of the Fruit Wheats apricot, and so I have got 45 grams of them, which is the healthy extra B. I've got 101 mils of milk. I just got the last remaining bit of milk I had. Then I've got chopped banana, which is free food. I've got blackberries and blueberries, which are speed food. And then I've got 15 grams of the caramel drizzle, which is 2.5 sins. So my lunch is my leftovers, a sweet potato, done it in the oven, which is completely sin free. Then I've got leftover salsa chicken, which is, I'm classing it's 2 sins for my portion, a healthy extra A, and a tablespoon of the sour cream, which is 2 sins. So this is tonight's tea. It was going to be cheeseburger pasta, but no one was fancying it. So I've just done a quick savoury mince. So basically I fry some onions, the 5% mince, which is all speed food. Then I have cooked the mixed veg, which is all speed food, apart from the peas, which are free, and then added it to the mince, and then made some gravy and put that in. So I'm classing the gravy for 2 sins, and then these Yorkshire puddings are 2 sins each. So it's 6 sins altogether for this little bowl of goodness. Savoury rice, veg, and Yorkshire puddings, yes please. Happy Friday. So my breakfast today is 45 grams of the Harvest Moon apricot wheat, which is a healthy extra B. Then I have got blackberries and blueberries, which are speed food. I've got 1 small banana, which is free food, and I've got 2.5 sins worth of the caramel drizzle. I am off to work today, so in my little pat lunch I have got one of the meat-free sweet chicken, or no chicken noodles, which are 2 sins, and then I've got an apple for speed food, and then I've got a few lemon green teas in there. So that's my lunch, that's my breakfast, and I hope you've had a lovely Friday. So my Friday night tea is onion, mushroom and pepper omelette. It fell apart. And 30 grams of cheese. So the mushrooms, peppers and onions is all speed food. The egg is free. It was done in fry light, and then the cheese is a healthy extra A. I have got 15 grams, which has been weighed, and then I have got some baked beans, which are free. So that has been everything I've eaten this week following the Slimming World plan and also my meal plan. Hope you've enjoyed this. As always, sending huge positive thoughts. See you soon. Bye.